Hey YouTube, doing the first review here. This is a 2022 ZT Elite Bad Boy. Just picked this up. Wasn't supposed to actually get this until March, but it came in a little bit early. So I think this is actually going to be the first review of the 2022 model for the ZT Elite Bad Boy. Going to go over some of the reasons why I chose this versus some of its competitors. Did a lot of research on this, and I've been wanting a zero turn for quite some time now, and I was able to be fortunate enough to finally purchase one. So hopefully this will help out anybody who is looking for a decent unit. We got about a half acre of property here. I don't know that it's justifiable to get a 60-inch mower for only a half acre, but I think it's more of an enjoyment for me, as well as I plan on having this for many years. So just like a guy like having his toys. So all right, here we go. Let's go over the review. So I felt like Bad Boy as a company in whole kind of had all of the majority of the components that I was looking for all in one unit for an affordable price. This unit was a little over $5,500 with tax, came in just south of $6,000. I know that sounds like a lot of money for a lawnmower, and it definitely is, but I think you're getting a lot of bang for your buck from Bad Boy, and I'm about to go over the reasons why. This is their most popular unit. This is technically a residential unit. This is not a commercial product. However, this, for at least the Bad Boy, as well as for other companies, this does have a lot of commercial components in it, and I'm going to be going over those. So there's four things that I kind of looked at when I was sort of looking at these. The deck, the engine, the transmission, and the suspension. The deck for Bad Boy is really pretty much the most robust in this category compared to any other company. I believe the gauge is about 3/16 steel. And then it has this amazingly bolsterous edging here around the front and the sides. So, I mean, the decks on these are just extremely, extremely robust. A lot of mowers don't have these accessory wheels here in the middle. Bad Boy does. And you have to excuse my dog here. So, the deck for me was a huge, huge component for this class, and I really wanted it to be a robust, very thick metal, and Bad Boy kind of really hit it with that one. The second thing I was looking for is suspension. I mean, a lot of residential mowers do not have any suspensions, front or rear, and if you add one, they're extremely expensive. So with the ZT Elite, it does not have a rear suspension. However, it does have independent front suspension. And I've just been riding it around just a little bit, and I'll be honest, it lessens some of the bumps, and I can see after mowing for a few hours or so, it will really help cut down on some of the kind of body abuse that you'll be getting. The second or third component that I looked at was an engine. So for this particular unit, I ended up getting in my opinion, the best engine. Did a lot of research on engines. This comes with the Kohler, which I believe is a larger size CC engine. It also was able to get a Briggs & Stratton. And I went with the Kawasaki. It just seemed like most people seem to feel that the Kawasaki is the best engine, most dependable, and this is 24 horsepower, 726 cc's. And again, I haven't really cut with it all too much. I just did the other day, and it did a fantastic job. I haven't really put it to the test. It's November right now, so next spring I'll be hitting it hard. So the engine was big for me. I really wanted to get a Kawasaki, so that was really huge. And then the last thing is the transmission. So a lot of residential units and the lower tier ones, they have what's called a non-serviceable transmission, which basically means that once there's an issue or a problem, the transmission has to either be swapped or the unit itself is just trashed. Not only is this a serviceable transmission, this has a Hydro 3100. This is, from what I read, the best residential, if not borderline commercial grade transmission in this unit. There's what's called a 2800 Hydro, which is also a really good transmission, but the bad boy, they say anything at 3000 or higher is considered commercial. So this comes with the Hydro 3100. So when you kind of couple all four of those things together, the big components, to me, that was the most important. So the deck, which I felt like the construction, the steel thickness, the independent suspension in the front, the engine being the Kawasaki, and then obviously the transmission, those four things coupled were really important to me. Some other small things I thought were really important is accessibility. So, you know, just by flipping up this right here, I get access to all of my belts and pulleys underneath. You know, if I need to swap out one of those, it's pretty accessible. Another thing that's really big too is the seat, and you don't really think about it, but you know, this is not an air suspension seat. However, it does have armrests, and the biggest thing is it's vented. Everybody knows on those hot summer days when you're sitting there mowing your grass and you get off your mower, you're literally your butt and your lower back are drenched because that heat from the seat has just been sitting there and there's no circulation of air. So this is one of the few mowers in the residential section where it's vented, and I really anticipate not having as bad of a sweaty back when I get off of this. Another thing is the gas tank. A lot of mowers have 4 and 5 gallon, some even 3.5. It says a 6.5 gallon fuel tank, and I think that's a really nice size gas tank. You don't have to fill it up as much. The tires are big for me. These are gigantic. These are actually 22 by 10s, and the fronts, I believe, are the fronts here? I think they're like 13 inches or something of that sort. Yeah, I believe they're 13 inches. Anyway, yeah, these tires, they have really wide surface area. So if you come out here in the morning when there's still a dew on your grass or maybe a light rain, you know, you're not sinking into the ground because you have a really wide surface area. These are really big, fat tires here. I ended up getting the turf tires, not the more aggressive ones, because like I said, I'm kind of just mowing, you know, whatever grass this is. I'm not even sure, but I don't want it to rut up my lawn and be an aggressive tread. Oh, this is a really big one too. So I'm not going to name any competitors in this video, but a couple of the competitors, the way that you switch the deck height, right about here, there'll be this kind of rectangle and these little pegs. And basically the point is you raise your deck up and you take one of the pins, and let's say you want it at 3 inches, you'll put it in the 3-inch slot, and then when you lower the deck, it will go to that height. I got a couple issues with that. When you're driving along here and you see a bump and you need to, or a rock or an obstacle, and you need to, you know, raise your deck up quick and change the height, you're gonna be fumbling around trying to figure out where to put this pin, and it's really non-ideal. And I also see, I don't know if the pin is attached to the unit, but I see you losing that over some time. With Bad Boy, it's probably as easy, if not easier, than an electric unit. So, you know, you raise your deck up like this, and it's just on a swivel. So if I'm, you know, want 3.5, 3 inches, 2.5, 2 inches, it's extremely easy to select this dial here, and it's really just kind of like a no-brainer. Over here, this is your control panel. You can see I only have 4/10 of an hour, so less than an hour on this unit. Throttles here. This also displays your RPMs. PTO switch. This is your key. I'm not a big guy with the cubbies, and I'm not gonna be sitting here with my margarita, mowing my grass. But I guess if you want to have some things over there, and there's a little cup here and some things over there. These are non-adjustable handrails here, but it's fine. I mean, I'm 6'1", 205 pounds, and I've got plenty of space here. Very comfortable. Seat is extremely comfortable. Nice rubber matting down here. And let's see. Let's go underneath the. So this seat actually pulls forward here. Okay. So this gives you access here to your battery. This is the choke right here. This is actually your parking brake. When you engage the parking brake and you put these hands down, it actually will turn off automatically as a safety mechanism. Dipstick. This is just your springs for your seat, and extremely easy to work on. I mean, your filters over here, very easy to get to. Here's your fuel filter right here, and so yeah, I mean that's really about it. I can't comment just yet on how well it cuts outside of how I just cut it the other day. Like I said, I have about a half acre here, and but I mean it did a fantastic job. And but the grass wasn't really too long just yet. So just give you one more quick walk around. I just love the name too. I mean, it's like, come on, Bad Boy. Like, it's just. Oh, this is again another small thing. This is actually rubber. So a lot of these are plastic, and if you're trying to go through gates or fences and stuff, and you hit something that shatters that, this is fully rubber here. And this swivels up, which is really nice. A lot of other companies, you'll see people with like strings, hanging it up to hold it there. This is just, sits right up like that. It just looks awesome. It really does. It's just a really cool looking unit. I love the orange. It just looks mean. It just really does. It looks mean, and it's a residential unit, and I think it just comes with just a bunch of commercial components to it, and it's all for a very affordable price. So I'll show you around the back here one more time. I hear the Kawasaki engine is just never quit, never fail. Here's a little lower down. It's got the Bad Boy there in the back. So yeah, that's really about it. Thanks, guys. Leave some comments in the section. This is actually my first video on YouTube. Going to be doing a video on a new F350 that's I special ordered. That's my next review. And so yeah, 2022 ZT Elite Bad Boy.